Has your boyfriend or your girlfriend asked you for time? If so, then you need to watch this video. It's the same with war, showing them that you understand. Get on the same wavelength. There is no way that the relationship can be sustainable. I scoured the web for answers to this question, and there were some good answers online. I wasn't quite happy with the available information, so I wanted to give you my input. There's a gazillion reasons that someone could ask you for time apart, and the reasons are probably pretty important, so you better pay attention. We've got the length of your relationship, the seriousness of the issue that is causing your boyfriend or girlfriend to ask for time apart, and the history that you've had together. It all comes down to a few simple things: confidence, respect, neediness, and ease. So let's talk about what Dan Bacon has to say about this. Dan Bacon is the most popular search result for this question of "my girlfriend asked me for time." And he has two videos. And the first video, I was shocked. I thought, oh my gosh, this cannot be the right answer. But after watching the second video, things started looking a little bit better. The first video says, don't give them much time at all, and if you do, 3 to 7 days max. He says that what we need to do is get into contact with them, and interaction with them will help them solve the issue, not the time apart necessarily. He does say that sometimes there is a need for time apart, 3 to 7 days, and in some cases, he'll even say that no contact for longer periods of time is a good solution. However, my initial response to this was, if I'm like spending too much time with my friends or neglecting my girlfriend, my thought would be to immediately, oh, hey, I'm here for you. I'm going to be with you. I'll stop going and playing basketball. I'll stop going to the gym. I'll do whatever you want. But this is a terrible, terrible idea because it will make you look needy. It will not show any confidence, and it does not solve the situation. And it actually causes a loss of respect, which causes a loss of attraction. I thought Dan was crazy because of this reason, but in his second video, he explains the exact same thing, and he gives an alternative thing that you can do to solve the problem. Which is basically say, hey, I made a mistake. People make mistakes, but I don't think it's a deal breaker for the relationship, and we should work through this, and I'm going to try to be better, right? Instead of being like, oh, I'll do whatever you want, right? People don't want to date a robot. People don't want someone that will do whatever they want. If they did, they would get a dog or a cat or a pet that they could treat any way they want and didn't have any opinions of its own other than it wants to eat and play, right? And go for walks. Dan fixed that problem, but see, this thing is a lot of times that's not the real reason for the loss of attraction. People don't lose attraction because they don't have enough time. They actually gain attraction because they want more time together. So it doesn't really work. It doesn't really add up. If that's the reason, it's a good social reason. They can tell their friends and their family and everyone, oh, he never spent time with me, so I broke up with him. But the loss of the attraction was something else. There was also the opposite in a case where you were too needy and the girl or the guy was disgusted by that and lost respect and lost attraction and wanted to have space apart. In this situation, Dan also has, a good idea of how to fix that. However, in my opinion, if you're too needy and then someone asks you for space, you will become naturally more needy. You'll feel rejected and you will want to meet even more. And he's saying you should meet even more. And I'm thinking, oh, that's going to make you look more needy and less attractive. I'm sure he has a set of rules and guidelines to help you do this in a correct way that will make you look confident and respectable. If you are afraid of that and you are like completely destroyed and disturbed by that, then you have no confidence. If you have no confidence, you're not respectable. If you're not respectable, there's no attraction. If there's no attraction, you break up. Another website I came across is called ideapod.com, and they recommend that you ask your boyfriend or girlfriend how much time, how much space they need, and you respect that decision. And this is normally the advice I would give almost all of my clients. As far as which method to choose, I would say if you've been together for less than 6 months, then you should probably do something similar to what Dan Bacon recommends from themodernman.com. However, if you've been together for a long time, then you should probably respect their wishes and give them the space they need because you have enough history together for them to remember how much they like you and how many good times you had together. The other factor in deciding which method you'd want to use would be about how serious the situation is. So if it's a really serious issue, then they probably really need the space. If it's a more minor issue, then you can probably work it out. These are things that you probably want to talk to somebody about and, get a grasp on the situation from a third, unbiased third party perspective. And that's why you should get in touch with me at jess@unbreakup.com, or just go to my website, unbreakup.com. Now, regardless of which route you take, trying to stop the time apart or trying to allow the time apart, I have a list of questions for you to ask yourself and really think about the ramifications or what you're saying between the lines. Confident, needy, respect, simplify. Is what you say or what you are planning to say to your boyfriend or girlfriend going to make you look more or less confident? Is it going to make you look more or less needy? Is it going to make your partner feel more respect for you or less respect for you? Is it going to portray that you respect your partner more than they previously thought or less than they previously thought? And finally, is it going to simplify things or complicate things? Obviously, you want to respect them more, respect yourself more, show more confidence, show less neediness, and simplify the relationship. Less complications to make things go more smoothly, which is what we want, right? Another huge factor is wavelength. If your boyfriend or girlfriend says they want to break up or they want space, if they say, I want space, and you say, I don't want space, and you're pushing and pushing and pushing against each other, there's tension, there's pain, and it's not fun for either person. If you push your hand against your friend and you push really hard and your friend's pushing back, it's the same with war. It's the same with any fight. The more you fight back, the more both sides want to fight more, the more both sides want to resist more. So if they're saying, I want to break up, and you're saying, I don't want to break up, you're causing resistance and pain for both parties. But if one person gives in, both hands will fall. And now you have no more pain, no more resistance, and you're on the same wavelength. Showing them that you understand the way they feel. So how do you get on the same wavelength? They say they need space. You say, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. I wanted to take some time apart too, because I wanted to make sure that this is right for us. And I want to make sure I'm treating you right and treating myself right with respect, right? So the method for getting your girl back or getting your guy back that I teach is called EAR, E-A-R, which stands for extremely aggressive respect. That means you need to respect their wishes. So if she says or he says, I need a month, then give them more than a month. In fact, I would just wait until they contact you. It might be a month and a half. Respecting yourself and others way more aggressively than most people ever do. And when you do this, you create attraction, you create trust, respect, and so many amazing things for an amazing relationship. If you'd like to learn more, go to unbreakup.com or contact me at jess@unbreakup.com. I look forward to talking to you.